Well, good afternoon, everybody from the East Coast. It is 12:57 p.m., and we are about to get started with our first Open Pro Division side of the tournament. But would like to welcome you to the third annual Eastern State Championships. I'm Upstate Al of AZB TV, and we're coming to you live from Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island, home of the champions, Snookers. First match up at hand is going to be Brandon Shuff versus Del Sims. It's a race to 8 on both sides of the chart. 3 tours coming together to make this happen. Ride the 9 tour, Gloria Jean and company. The Predator Pro-Am Tour, Mr. Tony Robles and his lovely wife, Gail. And also MD Promotions, Mark Dion. We're going to bring the scoreboard up for you guys. We want to go through the intro. This way we're ready for the players. Okay, you see Brandon Shuff versus Del Sims in a race to 8. I'd like to thank some of the sponsors on board. First and foremost, Light-Systems.com is the website to go to. This is the new lighting. It's LED. We had the gentleman that created this, Mr. Fong, in the booth. And it's 10 times lighter than a normal light. It's 10 times more illumination. And it costs you less to run. A lot of pool rooms have been installing them, and a lot of personal man caves in their households have been installing them. And not only made for pool tables, you can put it over your desk, you know, your work. I think Steve Lomax actually inquired, and he wants to put one over his work area. So, great lighting. It's light-systems.com. We would like to thank Molinari Glove. The love is in the glove. They put everybody in it. Their heart and soul into this glove as far as the stitching, the webbing. They do have a booth out in Vegas. They're out there right now. It's booth number 38. We love them. MolinariGlove.com. You're going to see several of them right here on the live stream, or I've seen numerous Molinari gloves on players here. We want to thank AZ Billiards, azbilliards.com, the live stream news group on Facebook, Simonis Cloth, Aramis Balls, the Kings of Vapor, and also the Kings of Billiards in Akron, Ohio. We want to remind you that the Turning Stone Casino is right around the corner. We will be bringing you that free live stream August 25th through the 28th. We will get on the road. We'll be there. You can see Jason Shaw, Rodney Morris, and Karen Corr on the poster. 128 strong players merge into Verona, New York. That's the upstate area. If you can make it and you want to be a spectator, well, guess what? It's free to get in. There's no admission charge at all. It's probably one of the best venues I've ever been to, and I've been to them all. Well, can't say all. I've been to most of them. Best venue I've been to so far. We also want to mention AccuStats. AccuStats is going to be down at the U.S. Open. We're going to be bringing you that pay-per-view live stream. And also their video collection in their library is, bar none, the largest in the world. Get over there and support AccuStats. Their Make It Happen DVDs are ready. Their U.S. Open DVDs from the last U.S. Open are available. Great matches. Check them out. JoeTucker.net, letting all the secrets out. That's Mr. JoeTucker.net. There you have it, the collection, the workout. Go over there, and he's got packages put together that are just like going for free. Check him out, Mr. JoeTucker.net. You want to learn about the rack, how to read it, what to look for, check it out, JoeTucker.net. Well, you know what? October and November is all a big month for New York City and the metro area. There's a lot of tournaments going on. This happens to be one of them. It's the 5th annual Steinway Classic, October 24th through the 26th. It's $10,000 for first place. Second place is $5,000 and so on. Last year, I can tell you one thing. My personal opinion was better than the U.S. Open. The showing of Europe players in the United States was just enormous. Everybody and anybody was there. That's the Steinway Classic, October 24th through the 26th. Check you out. Focus, concentration, and endurance. All natural. Check them out at us.checkyou.com. Mr. Phil Capel of BilliardsPress.com. And this graphic here, you'll see when we are going to give a prize away, we're giving a 14.1 World straight pool tournament pay-per-view prize away valued at about $80, if I'm not mistaken. During this tournament, whether it be today or tomorrow, they didn't do it yesterday, but within the next couple of days, we'll give a prize away to one of our viewers in the chat. The only thing to qualify is just sign into the chat so that they have your name. They don't need your email address. They just want to see you in the chat, and they'll give away a prize. I want to give a big shout out to Nevins Tools. That's Todd Nevins. It's nevinstools.com. You're in the market for a lathe, any kind of equipment. Check them out first. He's got a lot of deals going on. And that's our man, the Jazz Man. There he is, Jared, the Jazz Man Arasamina. He's always supporting pool and everybody, so we want to give him a shout out. And just keep in mind, right around the corner, August 20th, Snookers will be lit up. They're going to have the match. It's the rematch, Diaz versus McGregor, right here. No cover charge to get in the door, and they got multiple big screens around the pool room where you can sit, have a meal, and watch the match. August 20th, be here or be square. Also, if you want to host your fantasy draft party here at Snookers, hey, look what it says, for free. They'll host your party right here at Snookers for free. They got privacy curtains and walls and you name it, they got it. Get in touch with Snookers and host your party. You won't regret it. Okay, we're ready to roll. Whenever they're ready to roll, we're ready to go. So. Brandon Shuff stands up. He says, let's get it on. You know, this is a Moscone Point ranked tournament also. What's up, Wedge? Bogey, what's happening? That looks like Brandon Shuff has won the initial race. Initial break, race to 8. Sorry, Troy. I didn't realize you were already geared up and ready to go. NJ Pool Player on scene.
Hello, Al.
Hey, Troy.
Good day.
Nice to see Brandon here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day here in New England.
Oh, that's the wrong camera. Sorry about that, folks.
All right, and we're off, huh?
And we're off.
There we go.
Notice it's 10 ball. Yesterday we were watching the 9 ball.
A little race to 8.
And I believe it's call shot, call safety.
You are correct.
Brandon Shuff making the 1 ball in the corner. He's got a great shot on the 2. 3 balls, no problem. 4 ball hanging near the side pocket. 5 right above the 8.
Yep,
This
just
should
got
be
to get to the center of the table from the 3.
You know, Brandon Shuff has got a new stick, shooting with a Southwest now. He says he's pretty comfortable with it. He likes to hit, and he's been practicing quite a bit. He's also chasing Moscone points. I got a chance to talk to him this morning. He says, Al, I want to try again. He's a great guy.
Good.
He really is.
That's good. You have to have something to go after.
Yeah.
And he's got to focus now, and that's...
So you nudge it. If you nudge it, it pushes it towards the left corner. You just got to control the cue ball. You either wind up with a corner or a side
either
pocket.
nudge that or nudge the 8.
I don't like that. Nudging the 8's going to be a little hard, no? See, if he pushes that 5 ball, looks like he's going to push it towards the upper left-hand corner, or if it doesn't go that far, he might have a shot for the side pocket where the 9 is with the 5.
You can hit it a little harder and nudge it towards the other corner, right?
Good one-pocket player. He knows exactly what's going to happen here. He hesitated. See where it goes? So he's took his time on that shot, and that's what it requires, for you guys that are watching and supporting the amateurs, which I agree with. But let it be a lesson.
He's got to hit this with a little pace. Beautiful shot.
Let it be a lesson that when a shot comes up like that, when you got to start bumping balls, if it's not something that's obvious, stop and take your time. He's using the Southwest now.
I enjoyed that last match, even though it was, they made mistakes. They were amateurs, but
Well, Shane's a good shooter. Yeah, Shane and Kwok, good shooter. For the amateur division.
I believe that was the one loss side. So one went on, and the other went packing his bags.
Mr. Marty Herman, Scotty B, Billiard Guru, and the whole crew out there viewing.
Yeah, hello. Happy Sunday. It is brutally hot today.
100 degrees.
Yeah, wow.
In my opinion.
We need this to break a little bit. I don't mind the hot weather, but this is actually dangerous to be outside.
Oh, well, for the senior citizens, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess for anybody, but senior citizens, I care more than anything,
Yeah.
'cause they usually don't stock their refrigerators and their cabinets too much with food, and they usually go out early in the morning to do the shopping, you know what I mean, where it's a little cooler. And it just hasn't been cool.
Yeah.
Ever since we woke up, it's like 90 degrees, it's crazy. Marty Herman's got a good point, and Darren's got a good point. Don't sleep on Del Sims. You're right. Del's shooting out of Long Island. We had the pleasure of having him in the booth. We were in the booth together, with Del.
We have a nice field here today.
Yeah, I got all the names. Troy's got them instead of I do. Gee whiz. Troy's, I'll tell you what, he's on top of things, man.
It's right there.
Michael Yetnick.
Yeah. Sean Morgan, Jason Shaw. Mike DeShane, Tony, Preach, Joe DePuy, Tommy D. Alfonso.
Yeah, Shorty, yeah.
Sean Wilkie, Alaska. Del Sims, J-Rod.
Barry Clowery, yeah.
Clary, yeah, he's over there. I've seen him. Brandon. Clayton Rocha is playing. Who's he playing over there?
Not sure.
Where's one of our guys from?
Playing Ricky Sleeper or?
No. Stu. He's playing Stu.
Oh.
They're in a match right now. Stu's doing well. I think he's putting it to him a little bit.
Jeremy Sosi, Nelson Oliveira, and Hunter Lombardo.
Yeah,
Plus, there's actually 28. Those are just the open pros we read, but some of the top 8 players, such as Stu Warnock and others.
There's a few of them in there.
They've got 28 players, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
1-0. Set the break. Watch the 9 ball and the 5 ball go towards the side pockets, and the 2 and the 3 are going to just run around the table.
I say the 2 ball this time.
Here we go.
It's like pick it. Here comes the 2.
5 went in the side, the 3's coming down and doesn't go in, and no shot on the 1. I say we're going to see a push out and possibly bump that 9 ball out of the way. Would be not a bad push.
You like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to tie the 3 up.
I don't like that because we're the Niners.
I like that.
Oh, that's right. We're playing 10 ball. You
Yeah.
got to bring the. Excuse
I
me,
was like-
folks.
I was like,
I'm
why is
on.
it-
I'm on cloud 8.
He's on
not
Clyde 9.
Cloud 9.
Clyde 9 ball. I was like, why does he want to push that 9 out of the way?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
that
I'm
gonna
sorry.
do? You're going to give him a shot on a 7?
I was just taking that out of the equation, thinking he could win with it.
He might be shooting here. Oh, he's going to kick at it once he can see it. There you go. Is it safe?
Yeah, he wanted the cue ball where he pointed his cue stick at the center diamond, the short rail down there. He didn't really want to touch that 9. Brandon will put him down there.
Looks like this match is going to be a little bit of a chess match with the 3-8 tied up, and now they're kicking at this 1 ball back and forth.
You know, I think if it comes down to this safety battle, and nothing against Dell, I have to
You like
both
Brandon?
players. I like Brandon, and I'll tell you why, because he's such a mellow player due to all the one pocket that he's been playing, that he has the patience to sit there. It don't matter if it takes an hour or 2, you know?
Well, speaking of if it does take an hour or 2, what's the protocol? I know the protocol on the amateur side. Does it
Yeah, it
stand
does
true for?
if somebody issues a clock, yeah. Yeah, same thing.
Now is also
30-second shot clock
Yeah.
with that with an extension.
now
One
on this
correct.
table. Not that the table's it plays well, and it's just a little tighter.
Yeah, and the
I
rails
can
are
get
different.
the dimensions if you don't know them. But is the same clock time limit issued because of its severity being?
Yes,
it
yes,
is.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
so there's no
There's,
consolation.
there's 2 tables. Well, there's actually, yeah, there's 2, but the other tighter one is in that corner back there. They only utilize that one if both players agree. If the tournament was like 64
Packed,
players
right.
and they had to use it, they would only use it if both players agreed. And most of your professionals will play on it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah,
They'd
yeah.
rather play on a tight puck.
Yeah, because it's tight for both of you.
Good morning, good afternoon, Mr. Steve Kurtz. And you know something, I might have to stand corrected. Del Sims pretty mellow himself there.
Yeah.
But he's left the shot for Brandon. I believe Brandon can pocket the 1 ball.
No reward though. I mean, I don't think he can.
He's going to strap the draw underneath the right-hand side pocket, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the 1 pocket knowledge coming. He was actually banking that and playing position on the 2.
He played it off the point.
Yeah, he played the point position.
Come off the top rail, 1 rail here.
Or
Yeah, that's probably a better move to
kick it up table
Yeah,
and the cue ball
come
squirt
3
behind the
rails
9.
from the back rail
Yeah.
over here, because you'll get a little better separation than trying to kick it in.
Right. Left long rail, short bottom rail, right long rail, and try to kick underneath the 1.
Right.
Thus far, pushing the 1 up towards the 7 area.
And the cue ball back towards the 9.
Right. Well, he's going the opposite way, and this might leave a sitting duck, unless he gets a good whack at it. Yeah, he didn't hit it.
You are correct. Brandon did win that battle.
Yeah. Well, he got fortunate. He played that long bank, but it was a kind of a 2-way. Right. It is called shot call safety, right?
Yeah, he played the safe.
Oh, so then he played the
Yeah,
safe.
he played the safe all the way.
Okay.
Because he wouldn't, if he would have banked it and he
Right.
left
Right.
Brandon that shot, Brandon would have been shooting at the kick. He just shook his head, not liking the outcome, making the 1 ball. So,
Well, he doesn't have to make it.
yeah, no. Well,
He can tuck the cue. He knows he can tuck the cue by the 9.
it might be a good move to try and tuck it by the 9 and loosen them up a little bit if you can think of something. because trying to break, unless he gets on the force on where the 4 is, and get an angle if that 2 passes the side to try and break him up. But that's hairy.
Initially, he was
now.
thinking about bumping.
He could do it now too. Well, he's not. All right. He's gonna play safe.
Stick the rock right there.
Yeah, probably. I would imagine so. I mean, the coming off the 6 and trying to get in close to that 3 is.
The thing about it is you want to lock it up, but you don't want to lock it up where it's an easy kick. You kind of want to freeze it. You want to freeze the cue if you're going to play it. I think
He's playing something.
yeah, he's playing to break it out. That's what he's playing for.
What was that shot?
I liked it, but a little out of position, but it was a great attempt.
Yeah, he got it out of there, and he's still in control.
And now he's got the safety where he can bump the 8 and leave the cue ball behind the 9. But he's got to jack up.
Well, instead of jacking up and trying to draw into the 8, I think I like the going off the rail, but he hit it really well.
Right behind the 9. Good shot.
Yep. Not forcing anything. He's just giving what the table gives, and
well, you know, even though it's a race to 8, it's a short race.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you know,
first couple games are rough.
You know, play wide open. You know what I mean? Let's play a lot of defense and let's get the win. W's a W, right?
Looks like he's going to go 2 rails here.
Keep in mind he's on 1, right? And now he's on 2. Now Dell on a normal basis wouldn't maybe miss that kick or the other kick or the other bank into it, but he's playing a totally different animal here.
Right.
You know? I'm not meaning animal by Brandon Shuff. I'm meaning the table itself. You got to get used to it. You know, it's fast. It's springy. And the way that Brandon is shooting with the nice slow stroke and rolling things in like that is the way I believe this table has to be played. Until you got real familiar with it and you could shoot straight balls up the rail into that pocket, shoot them slow.
Yeah, because if you hit any speed and you hit a rail, it's not going.
Right.
You got a little straight, right?
Yeah, a little straighter than what he wanted to, yeah. We might see him use the really heavy draw on this and come to the right side of that 8 ball. But I think he's got enough of the pocket up there where we can cheat it and possibly go forward and get to the left side of it.
Play the short side?
Well, sort of the short side. Yeah, it's a couple inches off the
well,
center
it's
diamond.
short because the 9's also there.
Well, yeah, I like playing the right side.
I like playing the right side because
You're right.
He's got a big pocket for a window.
You're absolutely right.
I think he's a low left and he's going to come around. Oh, there we go.
Watch the pocket. Watch the pocket. It's a fast table. Watch
Got
the
him.
pocket. Bang.
Yep. That was a problem with that. Not getting any angle.
Dell's on 2, by the way.
Yeah, you're on 2.
You got to tell him, right? You never know. Freak things happen. You miss cue.
Yeah.
You never know. Dell's been playing on the diamonds with Andy on them. Well, I think Simonis is the best cloth in the world. Or none. Okay, Dell, 3-ball run out should be no problem for him. Asha in the house.
Yeah, we're well underway now. The amateur tournament is wrapping it up pretty soon. Not totally, but
Right.
we're down to the last 8 or 10 competitors, I would imagine.
Well, sometimes, if the time schedule falls right, we'll have like the semifinals or the finals of the amateur. We'll put them on the stream and let the viewing audience, that family members, and
Yeah,
stuff watch
absolutely. They
that.
worked hard.
Hopefully, we'll fall into that time slot so we can do that.
Like Marty says, they've earned their spot to get to where they are.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's a tough grind, man. When you get 76 players in the field, and all of them shooting more or less the same speed, given 1 game or 2 games. 3 games I heard also raised to 8.
Yep.
In fact, I don't see Doc here, so I would imagine Mr. Medingian is out of it, unless he's somewhere in the room where I can't see him. Del Sim set the break. We're tied at 1 apiece. We're at Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. Well, wide open table except for the 1 ball. But Brandon Shuff playing in 1 pocket quite often. Might attempt to bank this, still have position for the 2. He's banking. Now, if he would have wound up safe there, Del Sims would have had the option of giving it back to him.
Now, where's Del from?
Long Island, but originally from the UK. Set me straight, Darren and Asha. I forget, he actually told us, both of us. You got a memory like me, I guess, as far as his homeland. Got married, has a son, and living on Long Island. And he's dressed with the flip-flops like me in Long Island.
Well, it is hot.
Oh, man.
Even the pool room's very comfortable, but the humidity, it's not as bad today, though.
Well, everybody's dressed more or less in shorts and flip-flops and stuff because it's hot, man. It is really hot. Not in the pool room, like Troy said. We only got one girl, I think, still left in the amateur. She's in a birthday suit, just with flip-flops.
What?
But we can't put her on this live stream. She's her birthday today.
Today's her birthday?
Yeah.
She must have a beautiful dress on then.
Yeah. She doesn't want to go on live stream.
What?
Sometimes when you mention birthday suit, everybody thinks somebody's naked.
Well, she wouldn't have a dress on if she had her birthday suit on, right?
Well, Del Sims working in the office, Troy.
Little tickle.
He bumped that 7, which wasn't really a good idea because now put it up against the ground.
This is tough. He's got to get a little angle to get over to the 9 too. There we go. See how he hits this. It's got to be a clean stroke. It's off the rail a little bit.
Nice, crisp. Hit that well.
Yeah, he sure did. He got real close to that side pocket. I'm sure he didn't want to do that, but
going back.
Oh, he hit that bad.
He overcut that.
He
I was just about to. I would have mushed him.
Yeah, he concentrated really good on the other shots, and you know what? He got to the position where he needed to be, and like we all do, he took it for granted, and the game gave it right back to him.
What I was going to mention was, Darren, I believe, said in the chat that Del's, practices on the diamond tables a lot. And if you practice on a diamond table a lot, this is very familiar to a diamond table design, the way it was made up with the rails and everything. So.
Oh, it's the same rails as the diamonds?
Not the same rails. It was made similar. So I was just going to say that, but Brandon Shuff's been there before too,
Right.
So to hit that 7 ball straight up the rail like that, nice and clean, is what I was going to mention.
Yeah, he got perfect on a 9 and just didn't give it enough attention. That might turn around to bite him, that shot, because now Brandon's up 2-1.
Yeah. Breaks an 8.
With the break. Very capable, like the last rack that he's very capable of breaking and running out. George Rodriguez and Brock Myers are right in the heat of a match right now. You can't see the score for you. Alaska back there playing.
Look, Mr. Ed Colhane made it. Ed Cohane's participating in this. He's playing Ricky Sleeper back in the corner there also. Wow.
I wasn't going to mention him, but you did.
Yeah, you know something? It's a funny story. Troy and I were on our way here this morning, and out of all people, stop at a red light, and it was Ed Cohane beeps the horn to say hi, and he had Brandon Shuff with him. It was nice to see Brandon Shuff.
Yeah, it's nice to see Brandon. It was good to see Brandon. So I proceeded to zoom around Cohane, and when he put up to me, he was looking at me angrily.
Here we go. Rack number 4, Brandon Shuff, leading the pack 2-1.
Nice
9
break.
ball.
There goes a 9, and he has shape on the 1.
The other thing Brandon Shuff is doing is he's running 2 NAPL leagues. One is in Virginia, the other one's in Maryland. So the NAPL is stretching across.
Here's the shot of the game. Get to the center of the table. It's very springy. Watch the speed. Perfect. He's in real good shape here. Now, do you like getting on a rail?
I like what?
Getting on a rail, and then because that's a 3 right down here, right?
Yeah. What do you mean by getting on a rail? You mean getting straight on the 3 and then hugging the rail for the 4?
Just draw it back a little bit.
I don't like hugging the rail for that shot, no.
So you like getting a little angle and then...
Not too much of an angle because where the 5 is. You mean getting to the 3?
No, not getting to the 3, from the 3 to the 4.
I like the 3 rail position, playing long rail, short rail, long rail to the left, long rail, and then around the 5 and back out.
Bring the 5 into the
sort of like where he's in now.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's, to each his own,
Right.
Some people
because he's got traffic either way.
If he does happen to get on the short side of that 7 ball for the 3, he can always go rail first and spin around the same way. He's got that 5 becomes huge then. So I think you're going to see him play the short 3 rails. Let's see. Wow, he looks like he was going to draw all the way long, come up. No, he's only going to play the short 3 rails inside. I think that's the shot. The 5 ball's still a little large here. You got to be careful. You got to get around that 5. Oh, he played it just that way. Okay, the 5 ball comes into effect anyway. I don't believe he wanted to nudge that. But
He'd like to have been a little closer to the 4, that's for sure. You see a tee shot right here.
They come below the 6.
Hit that pretty well.
He didn't want it. He wanted to come below it.
Well, he hit it pretty good, though.
Now he's got a difficult shot because you got to drag the cue ball, Now it becomes a little more difficult. And now instead of dragging the cue ball, he's looking at the long shot of the 6.
I like coming between the 10 and the 8 and coming around for this. Cause it's,
nice shot too.
Just come around. Because you can let the cue ball
go a little bit.
That's what he's
looking at. He's actually taking a look at all his options. It's the right thing to do. See, that's the shot that he would like to shoot, but now you got to drag the cue ball and hold it.
Right.
Shot.
I don't like trying to hold it.
Mikey Webb in the house, in case anybody wants to order any Webb cues. Mike Webb is here at Snookers. He's an icon. Mikey Webb's been around a long time.
Yeah, and he makes the...
He played your shot.
Yes. I would have hit it. If he went around, he could have, But that'll work. Real nice out here so far.
Think he's got the speed down pat?
Yeah, he's looking good. He picked that speed up pretty quick. A few racks, and he's right in line. That's why they're pros, right? They can pick up on the table
real quick. He was on the Moscone Cup team also.
Yeah, with that score now, what do we got here?
3-1, Brandon.
3-1, Brandon.
Yeah, it's
that's a nice little
in a race to comfort
lead.
Yeah.
With the break. Did he break and run out that rack, I believe, right? Yes, he did. Good break and run. He had a little trouble in a few of the balls, and where I know I do, and a lot of the amateurs, that's
Right.
where the trouble begins. You get a couple tough spots like that, and you notice a lot of the pros, they still see it, view it as a difficult situation,
Yeah.
but they work out of it really.
Yeah.
They
A very interesting point that Troy brings up, and goes back to a conversation I remember having maybe a year or two ago, and I won't mention any names. Um, One of the professional players, a young professional player, he had a difficult time. He told me he was having a difficult time. Hold on, Troy and I are working out a couple of wires. Okay, here we go. He had a difficult time when something like that would happen, where all of a sudden somebody jumps out in front of you for nothing, and it really played a big part in his game and used to throw him into a slump and sort of self-destruct, but nobody knew it. It was just in his head, mentally. And
front runner.
And yeah, when a front runner, when he's lagging, and I mean when he's behind in a race, and he said the way he broke that, some people use meditation and stuff like that. What he did, even at a young age of a pro at the time, um, he said he started to think about when he was coming up as an amateur and how many professionals he beat as an amateur, and that's all he would dwell on. I beat, let's say, this guy and this guy and that guy,
Confidence.
and yeah, and put him right back into gear. He says, and that's what he still uses today, even though he's competing on the pro circuit when things like that happen.
Something to
That's pretty
draw
good.
back on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good point. Well, getting back to the match, Brandon just short-sided himself a little bit, I believe. Get an overhead, see where that three doesn't believe to go in the side.
I tell you what, if he's got any kind of paint on that 3 ball, Dell's going to be in hot water. That cue ball is going to wind up on that 6.
Six, yeah, yeah.
You know,
He's shooting. He might be shooting now. It's not a good. He's looking to
playing
play safe. Yeah.
But if he hits the 7, you've seen the way he was waving a stick.
I don't
The 3
think he
hits
has
the
to put
7,
it up
goes
there
towards
far.
the
Just
corner.
play the cue ball to the 6.
Right. That's what I like.
You don't need separation if you
But
got him.
we can't really tell if he's got enough of that paint. I mean, for him to take this long.
He's calling.
He called it?
I don't. I see he called something. I think he called a safe. We'll see if he called a safe.
Well, he created distance.
Yeah.
But I seen Dell make these. That cue ball is going to be real hot.
There we go. Yeah, he called a 3. He's going to fire at this a little bit, I think. Watch the 6 here. Oops. Let's see him go to the air. So, like we were talking about yesterday, he put himself back there. What's he got to do now, Al?
He's not allowed to use the jump cue.
These are our rules.
But Dell will go to the jump cue. That you can rest assured. He's going to be in the air.
Well, he's looking at the side because if he plays it in the corner, there's no reward to hitting it even.
That's correct. Side pocket called.
He did call the side.
Jumping it.
Even if he does make it, that cue ball's coming out hot. If you don't jump the edge, there we go. Good hit. No reward, really. Rightfully so, in a way. This is no gimme. The 6. really doesn't have a pocket. Do you see a pocket for the 6?
Yeah, but for him to get there is going to be very difficult. That left-hand corner there on this side, and he would have to get lower than the 8. That's where he's trying to get. Oh, look at this. He wound up saving himself. Mm.
I find these to be my toughest kicks. I missed about 2 or 3 of them yesterday. If you just have to go one rail kicks, I'd rather kick a ball 2 rails, 3 rails any day than just one rail. Like here, I'd be trying to go into
I
the
like
corner.
Brandon from here.
You like Brandon from here?
Yeah, because of his one pocket.
Do you really?
He's
Wow.
going to come up with a trap. Watch this.
A trap?
Yeah.
I think
when you're playing one pocket,
he's
you got
in
the
it.
cluster right there.
He's in a trap.
He is in a trap, but he's going to come up with a secondary trap. When you're playing one pocket and you got the cluster around the break spot, and you got to kick and nudge balls and things. I'm looking for him to pull out something out of this hat here, some
Wow.
of the experience.
You like him from here? Okay.
Yeah.
You bet with my money.
No, I'm not betting with your money. I'm betting fake money, by the way. But I got confidence. Watch.
See, 2 rails. I like that
Watch
better.
this.
I don't know if he can get deep enough. There you go. Did he call it?
Nope. 10 ball comes up. It goes on the spot. And Dell shot.
Wow.
Or does Dell have an option?
Yes, he does have an option.
Does he?
And I don't believe Dell can see that left side of the ball where he can make it.
You mean the right side in this monitor view? Yeah.
Let's get a top overview.
Guys in the truck, wake up. Give us an overhead, please. There we go.
He can make it, I believe. He can spin
Well,
that
he
in.
shines at these long shots.
No, he can spin it in. I thought the 10.
Background.
I thought the 10.
I mushed him.
Oh, and Brandon was right at the table. He overshot that a little bit. Maybe he was a little too quick to get to the table. I'm going to stretch for this a little bit. No problem.
Play the carom?
Yeah,
if it's playing right.
That might be a better move. I was just looking to see where the rock went. If he plays the 8-9 combo,
Very
you
thin
just got to watch
Very thin hit. That pocket's not acceptable if you hit the point.
Right. And also, the cue ball's going to go around, and you don't want to be right back at a 10. Watch your speed.
No, you don't hit this that hard. You just feather it in. And you play the 8. Oh, he played the combo instead. He wasn't too comfortable with it. The speed got him. Yeah. The speed got Brandon Shuff on that one.
Now, can he cut this in the side or no? No. Safe or bank it?
He did look at the bank.
With your money, I'm playing it inside.
Well,
2 rails. With your money. Yeah.
Billy the Kid on premises. He's I think he's on the job, or he almost had a potential customer. Puts his cue back behind the desk here.
A potential customer, huh?
Yeah.
Now, did he play yesterday?
He called the side pocket. He's playing that 2-rail shot. No, he didn't play,
Brandon's playing with Cohane's money.
Because they wouldn't allow Billy the Kid to play in the amateur division. He's playing the 1-rail. It's a good hit.
He wasn't left with too many options there, right?
No. I like the bank, though. But, we're sitting up here and he's out there, right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Brandon had him there. Just overshot that. I think maybe he should have went with your carom shot.
Yeah, I don't know if that 8-9 were laying right. I mean, it almost looked like you had it just feather the 8 ball, and that doesn't push the 8 ball enough You know, you might have been 2 inches or an inch and a half
Right.
away from your 8-ball shot. So looks like Del Sims taking a break since he's won that rack. The score is now 3-2. We're racing to 8. We're at Snookers, where everything's happening. Not only happening today, it's going to be happening on August 20th. Watch the rematch. The last I was here when they first fought, and this place was electric. And, well, is that the normal for Snookers? Yeah, I shouldn't say this place was electric because it's electric every time I'm here.
Well, you could say that because
Yeah.
it was electric and it
Yeah,
always
I'm
is.
telling you, this place was, well, let's say over electric. How do you say over electric? What's the term?
You just said it.
For that? Diaz versus McGregor rematch, August 20th. No cover charge. Walk in the door, come on and watch the match. A lot of great people hanging out. August 20th, right here at Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. We want to mention the Attitude. It's a tattoo parlor down in Astoria, Queens, New York. The co-owner is here playing on table 2, John Francisco. And make sure you call that number, 917-560-1594. Jason Shore just got his last 2 there. George Rodriguez, myself, Troy, and possibly Jared Arasamina are going to walk in there and bombard the Attitude. And we're probably going to, well, Troy wants to get the same tattoo I'm getting, and so does Jared. No, I'm only kidding.
Here we go again. But back to the Attitude, it's right down the street from Steinway Billiards.
Yeah.
And they're doing fabulous work.
And at the bottom there,
you can actually go on their Facebook page and see some of the work. They have some stills and
unbelievable.
also
Unbelievable.
Some videos.
Award-winning tattooist, and not only that, they just brought in 2 more tattooists from Taiwan that specialize in certain blending and shading. It's just unreal the work they do.
They're getting busy.
Make sure to call them, okay, like on the bottom there. Call for the appointments because they are busy. They are welcomed with open arms in the neighborhood. And I could see a reality show taking place there. Del Sims now back at the table.
There's a bunch of characters, that's for sure, right? Here we go. Quick little break. Now, I believe they're allowed 1 5-minute break each.
Yeah.
Now, if you decide to take your 5-minute break, and is that both of the breaks?
No.
That's just your break.
Now, in the Turning Stone, the rule was last year. That was the
You
break.
both had to kind of like agree to.
That was it. There is no, I take a break.
Then you take a break.
I come back and you're going to take a break. The ruling was if one takes a break. I love you. Thank you, Steph.
I thought you were talking to me. Stephanie brought us some water. You got to get a load of these mugs that we have, though.
Herman Munster mug.
I think there's about a half a gallon of water in there.
You got to stay hydrated. Okay. Del Sims at the table.
6, 9, 10. Actually, he did made a ball.
I don't like kicking it or banking it. I like shooting the one behind the 5 ball and then bringing the cue ball back behind the 4-9-6 area. I don't like doing that.
That was too tricky for his own good, like kind of. He made a little.
But like I said, to each his own. It worked out. He's left Brandon a piece of it. Where now Brandon can bank the 1, 2 rails, and then bring the cue ball back down towards the 10 area or around the 9.
Hit the 9. I think he's going to hit the 9. Just watch the kiss.
That's what he did. Right to the 9 ball he went.
He left him a piece.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he might be able to make it.
That's not an illusion. You can get through there?
Yeah. It might be like a half or quarter ball jump.
Dell's down, taking a good look at it. Jumping that far, I wouldn't.
A little low, right? Yeah, he called it. Oh, he's going to first.
Nice shot, Mr. Dell. 3 ball right there on the side. That's the 4 ball on the lower cushion down there. Well, towards the lower cushion of your monitor. But a 3 ball ago.
He just wants to get up high enough. In line with the 10, so he can come back for the 5.
Look at Marty. He's brutal. Billy Guru's talking about flip-flops and stuff, and Marty says, try selling socks in the Philippines. I don't know where Marty gets this from. He shoots him off the top of his head, boy, I tell you what.
I'm a sock salesman in the Philippines.
You go broke.
Business.
you go broke.
Selling ice cubes in Alaska.
Okay. The 6 ball is a little bit funny here. This could be trouble. You got to know the speed of the table so that the cue
And that
ball.
side pocket's awfully big.
Well, even if you avoid the side, you still got to know the speed of the table to get position on that 7. That's a thin cut. Let's see how he does. You missed it. And notice the speed of the cue ball.
I did attend to one of the customers coming up to the booth. Weren't sure who Dell was. So I had to
yeah.
Actually, it was Mike Webb and his buddy. We were talking about Mike before. He makes a jam up traditional style cue, and they hit solid.
He made one for Stu Warnock. I don't know if Stu still has it or not. Stu might have sold it. I'm not sure. But Mike making a customized cue and somebody selling it, he has no conflicts with that. You know, some cue makers, they take offense to it.
Yeah.
You know?
The cue market's flooded right now. I created a little separation. He didn't get any blockers. Maybe a little more speed.
Yeah, Dell got a little fortunate on that cut in the 6 and then wound up safing. But the cue ball position, if you noticed, he wound up on this side of the 8 ball after he tried to cut that 6 initially. And that's what I was talking about. You got to know that speed.
Right. Now you just got to watch your corner pocket if you play safe here, right?
Yeah. Either, or just
even though it's
thin
tight.
Or just thin it, but he's going to bring it out.
That inside juice took off on him.
Hit it good. Nice shot.
Not frozen.
Del Sims sporting a patch on his back. Steinway Billiards. Also, Check Yao. Looks like Kamui. And OB.
There you go.
I don't know if Brandon's wearing any patches. Well, he's got a Nike shirt on. You don't get any bigger than that.
Hey, yeah, there you go. That's a good sponsor to have. You get them on board.
What a beautiful hit Del just played.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
If he got the cue behind a 9, that's a bonus.
Wow.
But he played it well.
Yeah, it was a nice shot. I mean, he didn't. He's got a nice kick at it. You like kicking his 2 rails in back and try and squeeze it past that corner, or try and bend it around the 8 and use the English to sell out?
I like the 2-rail shot better, but if you can make, if that 8 was just a little bit more to the right and playing the 1 rail and keeping the cube on the left side of the 7-8, and banking the 6 towards that right-hand side, I like that shot, but I like your shot 2 rails.
Yeah, if he goes 1 rail,
he's going
1 rail. Let's see if
he's going to try to keep the cue ball on that side of the 8. No, it escaped.
Out.
It escaped. That's the only thing about spinning it. You got to compensate. You got to know exactly where you're going to hit that object ball. To hit it was no problem.
Well,
but to hit
the ball
it
was coming down
behind
to the corner, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we can see it from here and being on the tables, but just watching the game. can see that it's not going to turn out favorable when you're kicking it like that.
I believe he's sponsored by OB Andy Cross. Oh, Darren, I'm surprised Darren don't have a fishing rod in his hand. He's in the chat. Unless he's got a fishing rod and a phone.
For everyone just joining us in the chat and the viewers, we'd just like to welcome you.
Absolutely.
Just getting started on the pro side. Oh, the point got him, Al.
Yeah, they're brutal. Telling you. And, you know, this is what you... now, Brandon can give this back. Okay, he has
he's
the
not
option.
giving it back, though.
I would. Why not? Let him shoot at it. I don't think it's bankable, right? I mean...
No, he's going to play safe. But this is a pretty good safe,
you're right.
too, though.
Why give him the option to play it safe?
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, I'd give it a look, but
But the way he played the...
there's really... You might have a point there, because looking at both safes, to the right side, the 8's in the way, and it... Let's see. Well, let's see. Might not see a shot here.
Listen, if this was bankable, Brandon would have been down on it. Okay, he plays banks. He plays, you know, one hole, of course.
If he can get on the left-hand side,
yeah,
and spin it, the cue ball down by the 9.
That's tough.
It is. This is a touchy shot.
He gave it back. And that's what I thought he was going to do. Just give it back. Absolutely.
I see a shot too. You see the double kiss off the 7 and bring the cue ball back here.
That's what he's looking at right off the bat. Playing with the reverse spin.
Yep.
And then spin the cue ball back this way. He looked at it. As soon as Dell got up, he looked at your shots, right?
But
the double kiss.
I think the shot here is to thin the 7 and hopefully get past that little edge you have there between the side and the 7. This is touchy.
Billiard Guru's taking screenshots of Dell's feet right now. I see a nice shot, but it requires a lot of strength. And, you know, the 7 ball, you got to know where the 7 ball is going to go. And I just wouldn't even think about it. And I think he's shooting it. He's shooting that
triple
double
bank.
kiss. Well, he shot the 3 railer.
Yeah, he would like to.
If he gets a roll here, you might see Brandon Shuff just collapse.
Yeah, that was. He didn't pick the right shot there. A little harder would have worked out pretty well though. I'd like to screenshot that and give it a whirl later and see what was the best.
Well, we got a reporter.
Oh, okay, good.
So I'll
We're
report
going to have to do that. What should be do it
I like
each
the double
one 10
kiss,
times.
but if it's risky,
Well, because know what happens with the double kiss is that ball comes a lot of times. It comes off hot if it's not frozen.
Right, and there was a lot of open windows down there. So, and where's the 7 going to be? I mean, is it going to stick there, or is it going to come out a couple inches?
There's no telling what that 7 is.
Meanwhile, Brandon Shuff got sort of funny on his 10 ball. He leads here 3-2, looking to go 4-2.
Watch your speed.
Nice shot, Mr. Shuff. He said he's shooting real good with that Southwest.
4-2.
Sure is. 4-2.
Well, I thought it was a Southwest, what they would call a pacifier, but it isn't. It's a Southwest. And I believe he has, generally the Southwest would have a, unless he's got a little extension on the back of it. That's a possibility too. Might have like a 3-inch extension on the butt sleeve.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Is it?
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right.
Because I never seen a Southwest butt like that.
Right.
It's usually the signature ring, right?
Well, that's just a basic one. local stopping by the booth, local pro. Joey Dupuis. Here we go, getting ready to break. Brandon up 4-2.
If I had to guess, yeah, I would say that's a butt extension.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Marty will know. Marty Herman knows exactly.
He knows the cues.
So do you. I see you out there every time somebody puts a cue.
I like him.
Send me an IM. A PM.
Growing up, I had machine shop in high school.
Oh, okay, you like it.
And
you appreciate the work.
That and, a little bit of art school. So I really do appreciate the workmanship that goes
the
into
inlays
it.
and stuff, right?
Yeah,
It's unbelievable.
So now it's a little different times with the inlays you were talking. The old school guys used to use the standing by. That'll put me on shush for a second. Oh, Brandon shot that not well. Brandon had a good opportunity to make the one and be on his way to a 5-2 possible.
I just got word from Del Sims. We're I'll tell you where the booth is. Where this, I'll give you a quick picture of where we're at. That table right in the bottom right-hand corner of the picture is the table that they're playing on. We are 3 feet above it in a glass booth. And I just had Del Sims come over to the side of the booth. He can't reach the top of the glass. But he said, Al, do me a favor. He says, apologize to everybody. He says, I'm really not shooting that good.
I thought he was going to say apologize for his flip-flop.
No, a lot of people were concerned about that. Can they wear shorts? Can they wear flip-flops? And, taking in consideration how hot it is out and traveling, it's acceptable,
Well, we'll see.
It was acceptable for the tournament.
Right. They let it.
Right.
I think we got to move forward, though.
Yeah, we do. But don't forget there's 3 different tours involved.
Right.
So they're used to different dress codes and whatnot, for tours. But mostly the Predator Tony likes a collared shirt and slacks.
Right, for the pros.
Right.
For the open pros, right. Which is
I like it.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Right.
Black shoes, black pants.
Right.
I say black jeans are fine. Very dark, but who am I?
No, I've seen you. You get dressed up for tournaments when you have to. You throw on your black shoes or your sneakers.
Last time I got dressed for a tournament, I wore a tuxedo.
Yeah, see? So
where were we? We're
at the Worlds.
No, before he interrupted us, and I was talking about cues. Oh,
the workmanship, yeah.
Yeah, I was getting back to, you said the inlays. I mean, now there's a big change, and there's a ivory ban, a law.
Yeah.
And
now here's the law.
So you'll no longer see too many cues.
Oh, you'll still see the amount of cues that are out there that have ivory on them.
No, they'll still be there, but I'm saying you won't see the makers putting themselves out there.
Whoever has the ivory left, any kind of ivory, they're going to get their price for it, that's for sure. The other thing about it is you can still sell it, but you can't sell it over state lines. In other words, I believe the law is...
I don't know. I'm not even going to
I believe, Marty probably knows too. I believe the law is you can sell it within the state that you live in, but you can't sell it out of state. Then it becomes federal law.
Right.
Falls under the federal law.
Well, and then there's things where guys have older ivory and they've had it for years, and you probably what these makers are going to do are just get away from it. It's too much of a headache for them. There's a nice shot there. Oh, he hit that nice. Good thin shot. Too bad didn't go. But I think they're just, in the future, I think you're just going to see ivorine or, some substitute for those poor big animals. And I don't mind having, if they've already passed or whatever and utilizing their...
Isn't there a way that we can tranquilize them and just take a little piece?
No, they need it, though.
You know what it is? It's,
You know what it is? It's that it's valuable, and then these poachers are going out and they're poaching them, and there's a market for
Well, can we use buck ones?
Yeah. It's a whole different animal.
Well, you don't have to kill them to get them. They fall off.
I don't mind killing bugs.
It's calcium buildup.
Right. But that wouldn't work though.
Well, I mean, fat buildup, and what happens in the wintertime? They need the fat to keep warm, and the majority of the bucks just drop their horns.
Elk horns.
Elk horns. Yeah.
Elk horns.
Yeah.
But we have so many synthetics nowadays that you can use that.
No hit, ball in hand from Mr. Shuff. Yeah.
He's starting to get frustrated. He's whacking
the synthetic's been around for years too. It's not like it's anything new.
Right. Or use the precious jewels and to fancy your stuff up.
They pronounce it.
I have silver in one of my cues.
Ooh.
I do.
Yeah?
Surely, yeah. Cannot be.
What cue is that?
It's some little unknown cue maker from Long Island now. Pete.
Ascarella?
Yeah, Mr. Pete Ascarella did a fabulous job.
You're right, Al. New law interstate. Right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Federal law.
Yeah, like I was mentioning, Al's reading some literature there, and I guess there's lawyers involved and there's laws, so it's just.
Oh, he missed the 3-ball.
That's the second ball in a row he missed.
Wow. Well, you know what? Del Sims has to start taking advantage of Brandon Shuff's misses, because if you let Brandon win another game, you're looking at 5-2. This is every game from here on in is a big game for Del, and he knows it. The Beatles are on.
On a loop.
Mark Wilson go nuts if he's listening to this. He's a Beatles fan all the way. Paul McCartney all the way. He's a big fan. Nice shot. A little safe.
Would it be okay if I mentioned I got a sponsor coming on board?
Absolutely.
No? Alpo. They're going to give me a big patch.
They are?
Alpo, yeah. Alpo dog food.
You know something? That's a big sponsor, believe it or not. You might laugh. That's a big sponsor. I got to stand by. I got a phone call. 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Troy. Take it over.
The big dog that I am. That'd be good. I'd love to get a sponsor like that. Proudly wear it. I was going to take a call here, and I'll try and settle into this match. And Brandon just missed he missed 2 balls in within 2 racks that were uncharacteristic to miss. So he knows he doesn't want to do that again. You generally don't see 2 or 3 misses. Easy misses. They were pretty simple shots from these pros. He might not get this one back. Like Al was saying before, Del came up and apparently he's not feeling it. Even the position that he got on this, he's got a little disgust face on. He's got to get out of that. Watch his speed. So start listening to the Beatles and dancing around a little bit, right, Marty? Get into the groove. Can't fight this game. Dance with it like a little waltz. Just want to treat you the best. There you go. He's doing a 2-step. Unfortunately, he conceded that game. His frustration is settling in, and I'm sure he's not happy with himself. And there is no concessions here. But Brandon's been there before, and I'm sure he understands it. But he's also going to take that game and try and put this away.
That's pretty scary right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And it just goes to show you how tough the table is.
Yeah, the table's tough, but he's not feeling it. You could see it.
Yeah.
He even came up to you. I was just mentioning. He came up to Al and he says, "I'm sorry, I'm not playing well." And he has that attitude of, "I'm not playing well." You know you're playing. You got to try and fight out of it.
I got news for him. It's not him. It's the table.
No,
it threw a lot of people off.
Yeah, yeah.
Trust me.
And we've seen Brandon adjust to it fairly quick within that first rack, the speed and everything. So Brandon might. Oh, there you go. That ball rolled a little funny, but.
You know, there's a guy that I like to mention every time we stream. It goes by the name of Mr. Larry Ross. Everybody say.
Oh, Larry's out there. Hello, Larry.
A prayer for Larry's going to go for a consultation. He's got some complications with his stomach. Not his heart this time. He's doing okay. He wants to let everybody know he's doing all right. And we just want to give him a big shout out. And Larry wants to tell everybody that he loves everybody out there. And he just says he'll be back, sort of in the voice of Paul Newman. You know, I'm back.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get to see him at Steinway.
I'm sure if there's any possibility for him to get to Steinway, he definitely will. All right, a miss by Del Sims gives Brandon Shuff another game. It's 5-2. We're racing to 8, and that kind of loosened the arm up a little more for Brandon Shuff.
Yeah, Brandon took a little gamble there with that 2-ball. He can be a little aggressive because his opponent is not feeling it. They're not shooting back at him, so it gives him the opportunity to freewheel a little bit.
A little too hard. Stop the rock.
Stick him good here.
Yeah. And if it does bank in,
yeah,
can't call the two-way.
Yeah, but if you freeze him, this is not a bad two-way, even if you do make it.
You got to
right.
call safe.
Call safe. This is going to get aggressive. We were talking about this before yesterday when it seems, watching the game and studying the game, trying to be a student, it's best if you can keep that 3-ball or the ball that you're playing safe off the rail and away from the corner, even if it's out. If it's out a foot or a foot and a half, that seems like where the 7 is, kind of in no man's land. That's always the best.
Yeah.
Because you really have to create your angle to get to it. Here, it's like a corner player.
And the reason being, because a lot of the pro players, they'll just 2-rail kick it right in the hole on you.
Right.
Yeah. And position on 4.
Like right here, he put a good stroke on it.
If he would have made that, look at the position, he would have had it.
Oh, is there fouls on all balls with the pros? Or is
I think it's the same rule effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brandon's stretching out for this one. He's calling it. Getting real aggressive. This is stretched out to be this thin. Nope.
Well, when you're leading, ball in hand, when you're leading by this score, wow, look at that.
Rolled out a little bit.
Yeah. When you're leading by this score, you can get a little aggressive, but I got news for Brandon. Don't sleep on Dell.
Yeah, as they mentioned earlier, and he can just, maybe snap himself out of that. A couple good shots, and that happens. You've seen that before now.
It's a couple of break and runs, and you're right back in it.
Your arm gets loosened up a little bit.
And he's not too far behind. It's 5-2. He wins this. 5-3. Him breaking.
Right.
Should he get a B&R?
Yeah. Get a good rack. A couple little. He's done. Tell him we're going to give him the hook on the table.
I've seen several challenge matches on this table. Earl Strickland, Jason Shore, Mike DeShane.
Yeah.
And, At all, let's say out of those three players, Mike DeShane
That's his home room, right?
got the advantage on this table.
Yeah.
Even though Jason can play and Earl can play on just about anything, Mike DeShane's got the edge for sure. 10 ball, stunk, 6-2.
6-2. Race to 8. This is a double elimination format.
Races to 8 on both sides.
Both sides,
Yeah.
correct. Full shot, full safe, rack your own. Winner breaks. I kind of like winner breaks format. I don't. The alternate break.
Alternate break, I like.
It makes for an interesting game because.
But I also like to see what you're about to say.
Yeah, because if this is alternate break, Dell's ship is sunk, pretty much, on a regular table. This table is a little different, of course. It's a little tighter, a little faster, and there seems to be not too many break and runs.
Right.
Break and run, alternate break format, and you lose, you get a lead like this, it's pretty much over because you're going to have a bunch of times that you're going to break before you knot it up.
Watch the 4 and the 5 ball towards the side pockets. Neither one goes. The one drifts up table, gets kicked, and nothing drops, right?
But
try break.
With that said, too, there's also Jason Shaw was in an alternate break format. I believe it was a 9 ball just recently. He was down by around this.
Oh yeah.
it was even more, and
yeah.
he climbed it back and won that match.
He did win. Yeah.
That was huge.
Yeah,
it was a great win too.
What a statement that was.
Yeah.
Well, Bell's got another chance at the table. You're not going to get many chances.
I'm sure we're going to get to see the likes of Jason on the stream table today. Unless there's some uncrazy reason he's playing at one of the back tables now and
yeah, he's playing right there.
Succumbs to 2 quick losses, but I don't see that happening. He's definitely one of the favorites here to win. Right?
You're absolutely right. We see that trophy shelf on the left-hand side?
Yes, sir.
Those are Mike DeShane's trophies ever since he came to Snookers. All those big, huge trophies up there. That's his side of the wall.
That's his side. He's got a whole wall, huh?
Yeah. So Mike's going to be
all right. Let's
force the record with here. Jason is definitely one of the favorites. Absolutely. Mike DeShane, Hunter Lombardo, Jason Shaw, Eagle Eye in the wings. The Eagle Eye that just came back from Europe is staring us down.
He heard us. We were talking about him. Yeah, and you can follow him on Facebook. He's often live streaming. He live streams his practice matches and
pretty interesting. Too,
yeah. He's definitely a good character.
Makes me sick.
It makes me sick. You don't miss a ball.
Makes it too easy.
Looks like you're free stroking practicing. Just firing balls.
All right, Mr. Del Sims.
So we're chit-chatting away. Del takes a little deeper, trying to dig out of that hole that he made for himself. He's going to get his attitude straight here.
To rack your own. No inspection of the rack, right? Does that rule also follow into the Open Pros?
I believe so.
Mr. Jarrett 1, give me a couple of seconds here, buddy. I'm just signing in. Got you, Jarrett 1. Wow. Fire when ready, Captain, and he sure did. I think just hitting this 3 ball on the left side of the 3, just thinning it is going to bring the cue ball long enough to go around the 10 ball and put the cue ball down where his left hand is on the table. But he's got to really thin it. But the 7 helps him out if he hits it too thick. Got to go around that 10 ball. See, if he would have hit it hard, he would have even been down further, but the 3 would have squirted further out to the right. So good shot, Brandon. I like that. Kind of cuts it down. You got the 8 ball there, but
There we go. Sorry that. I did take a phone call. My daughter's getting married, and
well, congratulations. We
thank
need
you.
that.
And I'm unfortunately doing some of the bridesmaids' work. So they wanted to know some information on food choices, and I told them yes.
They said, Dad, do you want the $25 per plate or do you want the $50? You said, go for it. You're beautiful. I like it. So expensive today.
Well, he's looking to squeeze in between the 5 and the 9 here and kick this out. He's going to watch that cue ball hold it up. Yeah, he's thinking of everything's just going wrong right now. He played it safe. That's 6-3. That might have been one too many mistakes. Well, he got a little, well, maybe he's comfortable with this. Just follow it up. That's what he did. Hit it at a good pace so he can get off the rail. It's the difference between us and them. A little more speed would have been nice. Good shot.
Yeah, Brandon's on a mission. Looking to get to the hill.
And he is on the hill. Yeah, this is pretty much all about over with the, you can see how Dell is posturing and he's just not feeling it. Don't even think he has a comeback. And
there he is,
there's
folks.
Larry Ross.
Larry Ross, upper left-hand corner. Little Nick Bonner, Earl the Pearl, and Chad Bowling, the owner of the Kings of Billiards, Kings of Vapor. Right there. Mr. Ross saying hello to you. Earl, Nick, and Chad. Who'd you see there, Troy? Who's that?
I don't know, but he's looking at something.
Oh, almost looked like Rob Hart. Kevin Hart's brother, but not him.
Okay, yeah.
From the snap, Brandon's on the hill.
Oh, let the cue ball go a little bit on that one. Kicked around. Look at this drill. Looks like a snake.
Yeah, you're not kidding. The 2-4 is like brutal for Dell. It's like, you can't get out of your own way, when you want to try to punch a gear, you can't. Things fall that way when you
you're fighting it.
You're fighting, yeah.
Yeah, when you're fighting it gives it to you. At this point, he's swinging. Well, that's good to see, though.
Yeah, there's no give up in him.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. I'm not supposed to be.
Guess he's going to wait for the right opportunity, even though if it doesn't come, that's fine too. But good hit there. Got paid. I think
Stretch
he
over
might be
all
able to
these
see
balls.
this.
He's tall enough.
Yeah, he can see it too. Or at least see it real first. I think he has a snooker.
Well, he's letting Brandon shoot.
Looks like a snooker cue. Butterfly snooker cue that Dell's using.
I would imagine it would be an OB. Sponsored by OB.
Oh,
Oh, it looks like it is.
He might have a snook.
That cue looks like it's made out of ash.
Yeah,
I wonder if,
OB shaft maybe he's using. What a shot.
You give it back to Brandon, and if there's a
Oh,
possibility, he'll make it. He spun it. Spun it off the rail.
They shortened it up, too, by drawing it like that.
Notice the cue ball goes through the traffic without hitting anything. You're down, right? You're not shooting well. You're struggling.
And this
Guy
guy's-
swings, don't hit a ball. The cue ball don't hit
This
a
guy's
rail.
going rail first. And yeah. He needs to get in line here. He gets in line with this.
He's got the eye and he's got the stroke to put this together. Watch him come back on top of the four. Oh, he's going to play safe.
Yeah, he played it.
He did.
Maybe he got a little
NG.
far. Yeah, that was a key shot there. Because if he would have got on this side for the 5, it was pretty much over from there. You know what I noticed too on 9 ball? Generally, there's one key shot to get in line per rack. In 10 ball, with just the one added ball, it seems that there's almost 2. Generally, 2 real key shots to get to the rack. Oh, he fouled it.
What did he foul? I'm sorry.
He fouled the 8 ball as he went down.
Well, as long as he didn't shoot.
Yeah, Dell's just going to say put it back to where he didn't think it was. Put it where you want.
I remember when that rule first started. Nice shot, and there goes his banking abilities. Might have been playing safe, though. I'm not sure. They're having a discussion. No. Brandon said, I didn't play safe. I played the shot. So Dell says, you shoot. Remember that rule when it came out where you can put the ball back wherever you want, and everybody used to joke around and put it in front of the other ball.
I think he called a corner on that, did he?
Yeah, well, you know, that's that rule, you know, when you got a chance to kick it and make it and get a shot on the next ball, if you do make it, might as well call it.
Right.
What's the worst that can happen? You're going to wind up
You
safe
shoot
again?
again, right.
You know?
You're kicking again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dell can't get out of his own way.
Yeah, he's having a tough go, without a doubt. Brandon Shuff says, go ahead, Dell. You missed. You might as well take another shot at it.
You can't see the 5 between them two? Oh, I guess not. Nope. I didn't even rail first. If he can hit it, but it ain't going in.
curving around it. What is he doing here? Curving around the 10.
Well,
Nice
he hit
shot,
that.
Mr. Dell. Sit. Nice shot. And he says to Brandon, that's a new one for you.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
He wasn't like a Masse. He hit it with the correct speed to where once it got past the 10 ball or the 8 ball, it slowed down and English took. That's pretty.
No left-hand spin there. Shot it with right-hand spin and went around the 10 ball. You don't have to like this.
No, but you know what? Hopefully he gets out here just to...
The 8 ball, he's going to have to get it on the 8 now, and he's going to have to either go forward and come back down or try to, punch it and just slide the cue ball over a little bit. It's not going to go. The 8's not going in the left-hand corner.
Yeah, he's just going to struggle to try and get to this rack.
He did. He went all the way up and back down.
There you go.
Beautiful
I think
shot.
this is more like we're used to seeing him play.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
a little late.
It might be a little late.
But never to end because
never too
we're in a
late.
break format, So if you can put a package together, you're right in it. But you got to put a package. Brandon says that's good enough. 7-4. Brandon Shuff remains on the hill.
Dell also played last year at Turning Stone, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember watching him. Yeah. Here we go. We're going to take a 5-minute break. Players break.
Dell took the break.
Yeah, which is a good move. He's still within, he's 4 racks. He's a couple rolls. Get going a little bit. Punching that couple balls into the hole. Made a couple real good strokes on it. And maybe you can carry that over. Here up on your screen, we have some of our sponsors, all our gloves, the light systems. Guys, head over there and check them out.
Oh man, I tell you, I can't say enough about that lighting. You really have to touch it. You got to feel it to really experience it. It's LED, number one. I mean,
I'm feeling it.
And what Fong said when we had him in the booth down at Steinway, he says, and it was really nice of him to say that. If they shall damage it, they'll just come send a crew and fix it. No charge. They'll come out and fix it to a certain degree. I mean, it's not like you're going to drop it off the roof.
That's like a guarantee that they know their product's good.
They're backing it, right?
I'll come fix it if it breaks. Or,
right.
If there's a malfunction, because we put it through the processes and.
Well, let's say a guy hits a break shot, and cue ball ejects, goes airborne and hits the light.
Oh,
so it damages. He's going to come by and fix it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, that I wouldn't expect that because that's damage done by a cause.
Well, just confirm that with Fong. Maybe I misunderstood him. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but that's basically what I got out of the situation. Should they damage it? So, reach out to light-systems.com and ask away. Justin Muller just had it installed into his man cave. Justin built about a $50,000 man cave extension on the house and put a nice diamond table in it.
Nice little getaway.
Yeah.
Here we go. Dell back.
Yes. Dell trailing by 4, right?
From his break. Yeah, it's 7-4.
7-4. Yeah, he's got to mark up. He's trailing by 3. He's got to mark up the score tablets.
Right.
Yeah, I'm looking at the score tablets down there. We want to thank Tony Robles. We want to thank Gloria Jean. We want to thank Mark Dion. For all coming together in a collaboration to make this happen, because it's been super exciting. I just want to mention Mark Dion's got some tournaments going on, especially January 28th through the 29th, right here at Snookers. It's the Winter Classic. That's January 28th and 29th. Also, March 25th through the 26th, this is all 2017 now, Yale Billiards in Connecticut. It's Players Championship, looks like $2,000 added. Wow, I see $10,000 added here. Hold on, September 9th through the 11th. It's the Tour Championship. It's $10,000 added at the Crow's Nest. Wow, that's September 9th through the 11th. Wow, 10,000 added.
That's up in New Hampshire?
That's in New Hampshire, yeah. In fact, I'll be streaming all three of those.
Oh, will you?
Well, I'm on the calendar.
There we go.
They booked me for those three events, and under the, I told them, under the stipulation that if one of my regular tours or tournament that I do happens to fall on the same date, I will give you ample notice.
Right.
Yeah, but we will be streaming. I didn't see that $10,000 added. That's, I mean, pool's going to be nuts that month. Going to be nuts.
Yeah, make sure someone didn't throw a zero in there on you, right?
No, it says the tour final. That's, wow.
And just like the tides, this could be slack time, and Dell is trying to get the tides to change right now, and
could work against you sometimes.
Yeah,
but you're right, and I'd like to see it. I have nothing, you know. I have no dog in the race.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say no dog. I have no champion in the race, but I like to see a close match. Right now, Troy and I are just sort of sulking because we want to see a hill match. Maybe I know Brandon wouldn't want to see it.
Yeah. Only he sees the only hole he wants to see right now, and he's on
it. You're right.
Well, the three's tied up a little bit, so he's looking to see what his best option is. It does making the 1-2 right now pay off. Just can he get on that 2 ball?
Well, you can get on the deuce.
Yeah, he can get on the deuce, but for the 3,
yeah.
You want to get an angle to. It really
got
doesn't.
Ball in hand, right?
It doesn't. Yeah, he's got ball in hand on a 1. Give me ball in hand on a 3. It's a different story.
Right.
So that's what he's trying to figure out too. Yeah, this is tough.
The ball just flew off the table onto the floor. If that would have hit him on his big toe, that would have hurt. And that would have hurt me.
He's got his safety shoes on. He's thinking an awful lot.
We didn't give Alex Borokovich a shout out, and he definitely deserves it. He had his second hip surgery done. He's in recovery. I wished him well on Facebook, along with many others. And Alex, if you're listening in, Marty brought up a good point. Good friend Alex Borokovich. You know Alex?
Oh, yeah.
KGB. Had his second hip done.
Oh.
Got 2 hip replacements done now. So, Alex,
get on the man.
Wish you the best of luck. Thanks for bringing that up, Marty.
Yeah, make sure you do your rehab there.
He's amazing, man. It was like a month later after he'd done his first hip surgery, he was out and about.
Yeah. They want you up and
They want you out.
Yeah.
Get out.
They want you out of the hospital, out of the therapy.
Yeah, they want you recouping quick. They want you stretching those muscles and the ligament. They want everything moving.
Maybe you left. You got a little bit there or no? But just like we said, the 2 ball, there was no benefit in trying to make the 2 and come back to get where that 5 is to make that 3 in the side, even if it possibly does go in the side.
Brandon's got part of it too.
He does, right?
Yeah, but he's also got a pocket down in that corner, so he's going to have
to hit that real thin, right?
Yeah. He might have to hit it a little thick. But what happens there is the 4 deflect, 2 deflects off the 4, So if you're going to hit it a little thicker, you
Hit
gotta
it.
hit it hard.
Yeah, get it over by the 9, block the pocket.
Let's see what he does. Not sure exactly. Yeah, he hit it hard. See, that's the way to hit it. But he's got to hide the rock. He didn't get there. Open shot. Still no gimme.
Yeah, no.
With
Well,
a
at least
3.
now he doesn't have to move the cue ball too much to get to the 3.
Well, he can draw back.
He can just kind of come off, because I think he has an angle to the rail. Just bump off the rail and just leave it right where the 2 is now. If he can stop right there.
No, make the 2, draw back, or go forward, and then play safe. You can keep the cue behind the 8.
Oh, he didn't.
He didn't get there. So you wanted to get up top of the 5, and then
I would have
just
kept it lower than the 5, because then you.
Well, he wanted to stop the cue ball because the cue would stay behind the 8.
Well, I can
And
tell
just
you what
bank
he
the
didn't
3.
want. He didn't want to be here.
No, he didn't want to be there either. No, you're absolutely right. And I'm only assuming where he wanted to be. I don't agree keeping that piece of that jump cue on the table like that.
Yeah.
Take it off the table. And
here we go to the air. This is a real short jump.
He can do it. He's got to watch the 10.
He hit that ball 3 times. Grinding on the hill, and he has the table. It's not like a wide open table. Let's see if he gets aggressive or he plays safe. He got
nice
shot.
Shot.
Aggressive.
Speed.
A little short. Nothing's ever easy, right? Another couple inches from here, he would threaten to go out. Going for the 1 rail kick here.
You got to call it. Like I said, if you're going to kick at it,
might as well call it
I'm
here.
not sure if he called safe or he called the shot.
How about, let's see. Because if he kicks it here, you know he's going to leave a shot. There's really no good safe from kicking it from this side. He's there. This is what I like. Just leave some separation here, I think. Either 2 rails or 3 rails. You get a little more separation from 2, I believe. But the 2 rails are pretty tough window, right?
Definitely called safe, without a doubt.
Yeah. 2 rails. Oh. Good idea.
If you've seen him before he actually got up, he actually took a look at the spot where the cue ball came off on the rail to see if it's coming out longer or shorter on this table. Pretty good observation by Brandon. You know, learn from that kick.
Give him an opportunity. Wow.
Well, it's a big opportunity. Look at it.
I'd like to be a little close. I'd like to be a little closer on the 6 ball, especially if you're struggling, as he is.
But like you mentioned, he's got a snooker butt at the bottom of that shaft. So these shots kind of look like a bar table to him, you know?
Yeah. And then from being, as you said, from the other side of the pond there, got a snooker background. He's got the open bridge stance like a snooker player. Snooker tables are a lot higher also, aren't they?
Yeah, they're higher. What I like about Del is when he's in the booth, I mean, he really gets into full detail. Remember we have him in the booth? I mean, he's like, I like it. We're going to have him in the booth. I mean, hopefully he won't have the opportunity. He'll still be playing in the tournament, but if he doesn't, he does like to get in the booth. And just sometimes I just like to sit back and listen to him explain the shot.
Right.
And from coming on the other side of the pond, it's like a different perspective, you know? I really get it. I get a kick out of it. And he just got to kick. He got to kick up another notch. It's 7-5 and him
7-5.
breaking. This
Don't
is starting
count
to
him
get a little
out.
tight. No, don't count him out.
Yeah, give a guy too many chances, and he's going to take an opportunity to. That now at 7-5, Brandon, he's the Dell still has a lot of pressure on him right here to break and run this rack.
Yeah.
If he breaks and runs this rack, a swing of the pressure goes on Brandon. Even if Dell misses like one shot or leaves a little, the pressure's on. Oh, that was not a great break.
You know, Brandon realizes what we were just talking about. You can bet it and rest assured. So he's going to come out firing. If there's any possible chance that he can get out, he's going to get aggressive.
Yeah, he's got more than a little work to do.
And that could work against him.
Yeah, it might have been best playing safe there.
If Dell has the carom, you think he'd go for it right here on the
Look
3?
for the 3?
Yeah. No, I don't think
it comes off. It goes off the 9 though.
Yeah.
It does. I mean, you hit the
you gotta
one square in the face. Little right hand English. It's tough though. That's so close. Especially at this point, you don't want to. You might want to do that in practice, but
you might want to put the cue ball behind the 8, bank the 1 behind the 9, sort of bank it in that direction.
This could get ugly too.
He's going right here.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot.
I like that. I like that right there.
He gives himself a real good opportunity here to get back at the table. He's got a little cleaning up to do.
Where's the Dell fans in the chat? Let's see. Let's get over to the chat here.
Looking forward in the rack. The 3, the 4, and the 5 right there. You have, depending on where your cue ball is positioned, he's got a little work to do. He's going to shoot this.
This table is not that ugly, even though they got that cluster over there.
I see. That's where I see the problems. Me just looking at the table, I see that.
Now
that was huge. Oh, get your cue off the table there, pal.
Thank you. Like I said, Brandon knows. He hears the footsteps.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, absolutely.
So
now's the time, right now.
Yeah, turn it on. And believe it, he's got a chance here, and he's actually thinking about it, of snapping some of that cluster apart. But there's really not much you have to do. The only concerning thing is the 4-9. You know what I mean? So you play the 3, and then you play the billiard off the 4-9. But
then where's the 4 going? Right.
So that's why he's thinking about snapping things apart here. He didn't do it.
Well, that's not. I don't know if he can cut that 3 in the side, but even if he does cut it,
he's cutting it.
How's he going to get on this 4?
He's going to play the billiard.
Yeah, he got real good on it too.
And you're going to see him hit this with authority. He's got to control the 4 though.
The 4 can go into the 5 and replace it, right?
Unless he's going to play safe. He might think about playing safe up here.
Oh no! He's going to be aggressive. He's playing the 4 into the
behind the 7 ticky.
No,
and
he's
making the 9. I understand what he's going to do,
right.
but there's going to be a little ticky if he plays it in that direction. The 4 is going to hit the rail, hit the 7.
No, say get the 7, get the 7 out of the equation, bank it into the 5.
Okay, I like that too. But you got to control it. There's no sense in making that 9 ball if there's no reward after the shot.
Right. And if it goes too far out, the pocket's blocked by the 10. Yeah, this should be interesting. Or like you said, play the ticky and back of the 7 and let it double a rail, and it clears all the 7 and the 5 out.
He did exactly what you wanted to do and replace the 5, but instead he hit the top of the 5 And he's got
tough shot.
one of those angles that are real tough. Not only that, the 5 is
Sevens.
lower.
The 7's in the way, right?
Yeah. Well, he can spin. He might probably get by to 7, but
Inside.
still you got to go back and forth. Yeah, that's
And you got to hit it with
asking
pace.
a lot.
This is a tough shot. Right?
Yeah.
Do you want to go? He might have a better safe here than he does a shot at the 4. But this is the situations where he does have a shot at the 4. If he makes it and he gets good on it, pretty much over.
Oh yeah.
But what are the chances? Like, what are his odds of making this? Like him personally.
I like him to make it.
Right. So he's better than a 60-40 to you.
I don't like him to make it.
So
I like him to make that shot. It's tough for anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anybody.
I think that probably the better odds were to play the safe there.
But if you want to miss like this and just leave him a bank. You really don't want to leave him a straight-in shot. As you can see, the 8 ball is blocking the corner pocket up there. So Dell faced with another safety shot.
Oh, he's got a good safe here, though.
Yeah, you don't take no chances.
Brunswick to Brunswick here.
You know, you climb your way back into this at 7-5, and he knows one more game, and he's one game away from Shuff from getting to the hill. So I don't believe he's going to take any chances. I think he's going to play a safety.
I think Brandon took a little chance on that. He wanted to go.
Well, you know, like I was saying, he's going to get aggressive. He's on the hill, and he hears the footsteps.
Double bank.
That's the shot. Play the safety. Just don't leave it in the open.
Brandon being a one-pocket player, like you said earlier, this is he doesn't mind the shot. I think he's going to come out of this pretty good. After this chess move, he might find himself in back of the 8 ball, though. Oh, he's going to go to the other side. This might be better.
He thinned it,
Yeah,
and he left a shot. And a natural position, by the way.
He tried to make it, I believe. He might have called it. Hit it very thin.
Watch the rock. The table's fast.
He's struggling.
Watch the rock. See, I would never put my hand that close to the pocket when that's happening.
He shouldn't. He shouldn't be touching the felt, pocket,
nothing.
anything.
Nothing. He didn't put his hand in the pocket. He just waved his hand above the pocket.
He shouldn't.
And a miscue.
Well,
a miscue to put him one game away from Brandon, and Brandon's definitely out here. I would have to go out on a limb and say
he should do him a favor and please get out at this point. You know, that's what I would be thinking if I was the opposition. Please
end
don't.
This misery, right?
Yeah, don't let me back
right.
at the table. Not after that exhibition. You know, he knows he played not well. Yeah, after a game like that, you feel like you didn't put a good stroke on one ball. You know, there was really no bright side to that match for him.
Right.
Only bright side, hopefully, he can come away with.
Well, he's not out of it. That's the bright side.
Right.
You know, you're not out of the tournament. You're on the B side. It's time to shoot.
Get that match out of your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know what? There's still hope for me after watching.
Right.
Even the pros.
There you have it. Brandon Shuff defeats Del Sims. Both gentlemen right here shaking hands and right in front of the booth. We didn't see the end of Del Sims. We're definitely going to see him on the B side of the chart. The one and only NJ pool player in the booth, Mr. Troy. I want to thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Al.
And thanks
everybody
that's viewing. And we're going to be right back with another match. We're doing the Open Pro side. And we'll be right back. Thanks, everybody.